Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You know, there are some of you, I know there are some of you, that have forgotten that I am in fact a biology student. And so, we shall now play the most biology of biology games, Thrive. That is right, this is a game about biology. What a colossal nerd I am. But it should be fun. It should be fun. Homework stream? Nah, I mean, not really. Not really. I mean, like, we could do a homework stream if you're... actually, no, I can't, really. See, the problem is, if I do, like, a homework stream online, like, I could get in trouble from the university. So, like... I would have to ask my professor first before, like, posting her like things that she's made online, and that's going to be a difficult conversation for me to have. All right, hello everybody. So we're playing Thrive, which is basically a game where you'll see. There's a couple different options. There's life as we know it. So life as we know it is like all of the things, you know, no silicon-based life, nothing like that. You get to choose where life started on the planet. So did life start in a hydrothermal vent or in a warm little pond? We actually don't know which one of these is true. In truth, my guess is probably the hydrothermal vents, but I'm gonna go warm little pond just to be like different. And then begin. That's it. I mean, you can like mess with the world temperature and everything, but I'm gonna leave it just as it is, you know, like just normal everything. Yes, hello, Miss Teacher, Professor. They hate it when you go, teacher. I could probably do it, but I don't know how she would take it. All right. Welcome to Thrive. This is our cell right now. It is a bacteria, kind of, technically, as we've got no organelles, no nucleus. We've really got nothing. We're just like a bunch of cytoplasm roaming around with a cell membrane, and that's good. That's good. You know, this is how life began, as a little cube. Well, I mean, it's a sphere, but you get the picture. Anyway, we got to pick up phosphate. You probably know what phosphate is. You know, if you know what ATP is, you know what phosphate is. Adenosine triphosphate, meaning 3-phosphate. Oh, look, see, my chemistry wasn't totally useless, just mostly. So we kind of just have to roam around looking for phosphate and glucose. Glucose being our food, phosphate and ammonia being what we need to like make more of us. Fortunately, like, you know, it's not a very complex cell at the moment, so we shouldn't need too much. We're just gonna kind of wiggle around in the phosphate here, and hopefully at some point we will suck up enough stuff that we can actually go to the editor and make something more interesting than just a sort of blob. A glob of hopeless flesh, or I don't really know what you call it. Also, don't really think that there's like huge amounts of glucose just floating around in the ocean, but I might be wrong. Actually, I know I'm not wrong. There's no way that there is. I feel like it would be broken down. Okay, good. Right, there we go. Success! We have survived one day. So you see our species population here. We're premium thrivium, and we're doing quite good. Atmosphere. There's no oxygen. There's some carbon dioxide, and there's a lot of nitrogen. It's not really a lot else to report. We can choose to move from where we are, like... Hang on, let me just turn that. I think I've got the volume cranked a bit. I've got it cranked more than I usually do. I usually have it on 1. So we can like move from our like tide pool to like the coast or this estuary if we so choose, but there isn't really much point. If you guys have played Spore before, this is basically like Spore, just like more biology-ish. So now we can add little proteins. So for example, we could add a nucleus and become dead, because we can't really afford it energetically right now, so let's not do that. But we could if we wanted to. We could have these hydrogenases, which convert glucose to ATP using anaerobic production, which would suck, but it's kind of our only option right now, so I guess we're just going to throw it in. If you don't use oxygen, you're anaerobic. The problem is that anaerobic respiration is not as efficient as like aerobic respiration. We also got thylakoids, which basically, if you think like chloroplasts from plants, that's what a thylakoid is, just like in a bacteria. So you see, now we've got quite a lot of ATP to spare. We're spending some ATP just to stay alive, and we're spending some ATP to move. We're making some from our thylakoids, we're making some from our cytoplasm, and we're making quite a lot from our stupid little, whatever it's called, a hydrogenase. Hydrogenase? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. We can change our membrane if we like make it more rigid or more fluid. I don't really feel the need to do any of that. We can change what our membrane is made out of, so we can have like a double membrane and be like a real bacteria. Cellulose, we could just be a plant. I don't really feel like I need to do that, but we could. We could also change our tolerances, so I'm gonna up the oxygen resistance if I can. Am I like so poor I can't? Hello? Oh, what did I do? Yeah. Didn't I have way more? Oh no, 5 is all I've got. Can I up anything? No? Okay, well we got no resistance to oxygen, that's fine. Oxygen sucks anyway, I don't like oxygen. Never mind the fact that we are actually actively producing oxygen from our thylakoids, but it's fine. It's fine! It's fine! We'll be fine! The odds of us starving or like exploding from oxygen is, you know, actually really high. Do you know what the first mass extinction event in like Earth's history was? Yeah, it was oxygen. So, you know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oxygen's still at 0%, so you know everything will be good. One problem with our thylakoids, you may have already gathered, they don't work during the night. I know. What do you mean I'm a nerd? Look, all right, I'm doing biology. Is this not what you want? Are you not entertained? We're just gonna kind of wiggle around. This is not actually how like bacteria would move. They would like tumble around a bit, and then when they smell something nice, they like go towards it a bit, and then they tumble a bit, and then they like go this way, and then it's like, oh, do I still smell something nice? No. So then they tumble around a bit more. It's really dumb. I mean, it works obviously. Otherwise, like bacteria wouldn't exist. But like, you know, it's not. It looks kind of like they're drunk. They kind of look drunk, roaming around. I don't know if you've ever seen the bacteria roam, but they just kind of like, wee, wee. That's kind of how they do it. I mean, is it cool? Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I find it cool. Just imagine like some drunk bacteria roaming around in the ocean, and you're not far off from the truth. I'm just listening to you nerd. Well, you know, alright. Are you not entertained, Bean? How is our species doing? We're getting absolutely clapped. Well, not really, but, you know, there's some more diversity. Don't like diversity. Diversity sucks. There should just be my species and nothing else. Okay, let's actually spend some money. Before we do anything, let's give ourselves some oxygen resistance. Why? Because I just have this feeling that oxygen is going to become a problem. You know, let's slap on another thylakoid for now, and then that'll be it. Right, with our extra oxygen resistance and our thylakoids, we can kind of just wobble around a bit. There seems to be a lot of iron. We should probably, like, do something with all this iron, because we're kind of like, there's a bunch of iron that we're not using, and you know, that's kind of dumb to not use it, I guess. Maybe we should like fix some ammonia or something, or like, I'm sorry, but you know what I'm talking about. A nitrogen-fixing bacteria. Because then I wouldn't have to keep roaming around looking for it, which is like the most annoying bit of this. should also probably get some way of sensing chemicals, because right now we don't, which it's not a problem, because, you know, I can just use my eyes. But, you know, in IRL, this would be a problem for our poor little bacteria. It would not be having a good time. I mean, it would be starving to death, let's be honest. Well, no, I mean, it's got thylakoid. I guess it's really just a plant. It kind of doesn't have to do anything. It just exists. And that is it. That's all it does. Slight issue is I am noticing that it is nighttime and we are burning through all of our glucose. Because surprisingly, photosynthesis doesn't work at night. Who would have thunk it? Certainly not me. But it seems that the sun has dawned again. Whee! And we can edit our cell again. Lovely. Alright, some of the more like basal stuff has ceased to be, which I don't really care that much about, but you know, nice to know. Premium Thrivium is not doing great either. Our population is significantly decreasing. That's fine, because you know, we're like the apex predator. Ah, we now have metabolome. Whatever, you can see it. I don't have to read it to you. We can finally use that juicy oxygen that we're producing. How much oxygen is there in the atmosphere right now? Some oxygen. There is an amount of oxygen greater than 1. Is that true? There is 4%. Wow. Absolutely unheard of. Okay. Is this actually better than the what do we get from that? Not. Kind of. It's kind of better. Kind of is good enough for me, so can I like put 2 of these? Can I afford it? Yeah, I can. Boop, boop. Okay, like I realize it's not great at the moment, but these will become better as time goes on. You know, as there's more oxygen, our aerobic respiration will become better. It's just at the moment there's like 4% oxygen, so you know, if you were trying to breathe on this planet, it probably wouldn't be going great for you. I don't know if you could survive. No, I'm gonna go with no. I think that's too low for like a person to live. I think you would actually just die. Certainly life would not be good for you. Well, you know, I guess there are some like mountain climbers that go up into the death zone without supplemental oxygen, and they survive for an amount of time. I mean, they don't survive very well, they slowly die, but they do, you know, flop around a bit on the top of Everest before they cease to be, so perhaps, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know. That's the truth. I'm not a politician, so I'm not afraid to admit when I don't know something. I feel like it's too low. I feel like a person couldn't, certainly not for any length of time, would be able to survive at 4%. But then again, I guess if you're like uber adapted to like, you know, living in high altitudes, maybe you might be able to keep going for a bit. Can I eat this? By engulfing it? No. Too slow. I don't know is a perfectly acceptable question when it comes to science. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I like not knowing, you know? Like, I feel like 4%... Oh, what's happening? Oh, there's some meteorites coming down. Okay, well. I feel like 4% has got to be too low to, like, live, you know? Okay, we're gonna slap on another thylakoid. Let's slap on 2 more thylakoids. What's 5%? You know, 1 is nighttime, so I can't move anyway. How much oxygen is in the atmosphere right now? What is the lowest concentration of oxygen a human could survive? Okay, Okay, according to Reddit, which is lovely, it's 14% is the lowest amount of oxygen that a human could live. So as we're currently at 5, I guess we're not making it, boys. It's not looking good. But, hear me out. Our thylakoids are actively producing oxygen as we speak. Yes, they are. I had to check that there was actually photosynthesis happening. But yes, it is daytime, so yes, oxygen is being produced, and that means that eventually we will be able to breathe on this planet. As miserable as this planet is, I'm sure. Anyway, I really like the idea of Thrive, obviously, because I'm playing it. I mean, like, if I didn't like the idea, I wouldn't be playing it. It's very much like if you played Spore back in the day, it's like that, but a lot more sciencey and a lot less like cartoony. Obviously, I feel like Spore is certainly one of my favorite games, one of the first games I ever played. Yes, Bean, what's up? You're screaming my name. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? I don't think we should go into the hydrogen sulfide, because I'm pretty sure we will slowly die. Yes, we will. I saw a dog watch a cake dog. Wait, I saw a dog watch a cake dog get cut and lose their mind. Oh, poor dog. Poor dog. How's Premium Thrivium doing? Not great. Not great. Oxygen content is increasing, nitrogen staying about the same. We have developed flagellum, which is good, but instead of actually putting any flagellum on, I'm going to put some more cytoplasm. Why? Simple. Because our metabolomes are still garbage, and we need some more storage. Really need a lysosome, which is, you know, what our cells would use to slap things in, but unfortunately, you know, we're a bacteria, so we don't really have those. In fact, we're a bacteria, so we don't really have anything of any real note or value. I mean, I say that, but I'm also producing all of the oxygen for this world, so I do have some note / value. Anyway, the plan is quite simple. If we up the oxygen value enough, then our metabolomes, I can't say it. I'm really bad at science names. But these will become more efficient, which means that we can finally afford a flagellum, which means we can finally move. Which would be very, very useful. I mean, like, obviously we are currently finding ways to slide about in the ocean currents, but... Max, would you ever play a RimWorld Colony where everyone has the asexual fission gene? No, probably not. I mean, in my RimWorld Colony already, the asexual fission gene is causing problems. There we go. Sorry, I just have to speak very slowly. Can I eat this? Yes, I can. All right, our phosphates problems are solved. Because it just keeps like spitting out children, and we just can't really like do anything with it. You know, like we don't have space for the colonists we have already because we're in a goddamn ship, and now there's like 1,000 children that we have to find space for. I'm gonna eat that as well. Oh, damn it! I'm just gonna eat everything. Hopefully I don't die. Yeah, we're good. Technically it's called engulfing for a cell, but whatever. It's basically the same thing. You just eat them. Yum num num. 10%. You know what? I think a human could potentially survive this now. Like 10%? I think we're there. Okay. Yeah. Nitrogen fixation. I think we should do some nitrogen fixation. We don't have that much spare ATP, I'll be honest, but I think it's worth spending some of it to fix some nitrogen. Why? Because then I don't have to go around looking for ammonia all the time. I just make my own. Which is just such a, like, I don't want to say Chad way of doing it, but, you know. Like, you get what I'm saying. It's a pretty cool way of doing it. Unfortunately, I've eaten so much that there's not enough space in the cell, so I'm just kind of farting out a stream of glucose and phosphate, I think. Which is, you know, not ideal. But, you know, it's fine, probably. Do most cells fart out glucose? Certainly not, but, you know, we just engulf everything. Somehow I'm a cannibal plant that's running around. Well, I'm not actually a cannibal, but I'm a carnivorous plant. That's the playstyle we're going for. It doesn't exist IRL, because why would it? But, you know what? It seems to work. Ooh, there's a bunch of hydrogen sulfide here. Maybe I should get some, like, chemosynthesizing proteins, just so I don't die from constantly eating everything that's filled with hydrogen sulfide. Ladies and gentlemen, that's an acid for those of you not hip with the science. An acid is bad, unless you need acid, and then acid is good, but, you know. Carbon dioxide is going down, oxygen's going up, lovely. What, can we afford one of these? How much does this cost? One. Holy Jesus. Okay, we're gonna get another whatever, one of these. Acid? Never, no, Bean, not that kind of acid. The bad kind of acid. Not that that kind of acid isn't bad, but like the kind of acid that will like consume your soul. We don't like that acid, you know? So I can't move because it's nighttime. And if I move, we'll consume all of our glucose too quickly, and then we'll die. In a horrible and painful death. But fortunately, we seem to be caught in a current anyway, so we'll just kind of let it carry us towards this glucose. Okay, I'm gonna risk just a little bit of movement here, just so we can gobble up some of this. Since we're in the area, you know? Are you trying to eat me? Oh my god, you are. Whoa! Demon! Good news is that the sun is gracing us again with its presence. And we do have a flagellum now, so we're uber speedy compared to everything else. And of course, we are fixing our own nitrogen, so I don't have to worry about ammonia, which is lovely. Overall, life for the Maxwell species is going quite well. I mean, we don't really have to do anything, we just kind of live. We could just roam around, we could eat things if we catch it, we could just exist on sunlight if we don't. I mean, we're doing so well, this guy is actively spitting out stuff, so... Yeah, life is good. Life is good. I'm gonna eat this thing, yeah. There we go. Ugh, I should get some of those, just so I don't keep getting damaged every time I eat something. How many... Ooh, those numbers be looking a bit bad. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's so fine, boys. We're so good. We're not good. We are not good. Okay, what can we eat? So endosymbiosis is where basically, like, it's our theory for how mitochondria and chloroplasts came to be. Basically, the theory is that, like, a cell consumed another cell but didn't eat it, and that's how we got to mitochondria and chloroplasts. I mean, that's it. That's the one. That's the one. We know this, or we think this, because like obviously mitochondria and chloroplasts have different DNA, and are, you know, they're basically, they look like little bacteria inside of us roaming around. They got all the bacteria stuff, which would imply that they were at one point bacteria. Is that correct? That's what I was taught. But very interesting, very interesting. All of your mitochondrial DNA comes from your mum, which should be obvious if you think about it for like 2 seconds. But, oh, for God's sake. Why does everything live on... There isn't even that much hydrogen sulfide around. Like, why is everything living off hydrogen sulfide? I don't get it. But yeah, all your mitochondrial DNA comes from your mum. So, you have her to blame if you have any mitochondrial defects. But they've done something quite interesting. I don't remember who it was, but there is like a child that has 3 biological parents, because they've got obviously the DNA from mum, DNA from dad, and then they've got a different lady's mitochondria, which is very interesting. Very interesting what science can do nowadays. Okay, I'm gonna eat one of you. Oh, you've got Pilum. I was like, why am I dying? Basically, it's like a little stabby spear. Pilum? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I've completely forgot that it was like nighttime, and I think we might actually die here. Please, son! Oh, it's too late. Oh, no! No! We really need a way of storing more, storing more glucose for the nighttime. Because it's pretty bad at this point, you know? It's not great. It's not great. We need some lysosomes or something. Also, I need to eat. I think it's one of these? I don't know. I'm trying to get a mitochondria so that we can actually, like, do things, but as you can probably tell, I don't remember which one I'm supposed to be eating, which is a problem. When we get back to the editor, I'm going to slap on some, like, sensing proteins, so we can actually see what we're going. I mean, I'm pretty sure the cell is already bold, Bean. Like, cell is very, very bold at the moment. Oh, for God. I am also slapping on some hydrogen sulfide proteins because I can't be bothered with this. This is so annoying. I spend like half my time avoiding stuff because it's full of we're in a tide pool. Where is it coming from? Shouldn't it be coming from like a hydrothermal vent? Which I would like to point out, we're literally about as far as you can get from a hydrothermal vent. Why is there so much hydrogen sulfide here? Why? Hey! We managed to eat the one that I was trying to eat. So we now have an endosymbiote. I think we have to eat quite a few before we actually get a new organelle though, which is unfortunate for us, but it is what it is. I just managed to eat another one? Oh no. We spit it out because we've already eaten one. Well, we could have eaten 2, like... Nothing's saying that we can only have 1. My gut's big enough for it. Just shove them in, you know? It's because the game hates you specifically, Max. I can see that. No, I'm not doing it. Look at this concentrate. Why is the concentration of hydrogen sulfide? Why did it suddenly skyrocket? But it's like, it's going down to nothing. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. No. I will resist. Resist the urge. Okay. I'm gonna slam on one of these guys. Where is it? A chemoreceptor. And then I'm gonna put my chemoreceptor for premium ionase. Alright, so I want to find a species and I want to find premium ionase. That one. And you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna slam on another metabolome. Whatever. Max, will you be able to make it pink eventually? I didn't realize that pink is what you wanted. I could have made it pink like 7,000 years ago. It's nighttime. So, as it's nighttime, our plant actually has to do plant things and not do anything. Like, if you want it pink, I can make it pink for you. I don't think there's any pink bacteria, but, you know. If that is what your heart desires, Bean. You're at 16% oxygen now. I think we could actually survive. A human being could probably live in this environment and not immediately die. Would they be having a fun time? Probably not. Well, I mean, definitely not, because there'd be nothing to eat. But they could probably exist. Right, we're gonna try and eat this guy. These guys are a priority, because I want that mitochondria. I think I'm faster than you. Excellent. I don't know if I can make them multiple colors. We'll see what we can do with the membrane at the end. Not at the end, like, you know, once we've survived. Or, as the name of the game implies, thrived. Get it? Ah! That's so funny. Just gonna go around eating all the phosphate. There's no point in me eating them because I've already done it once. Can I eat my own species? Hell yeah. I actually don't think... No, those aren't my species. They're related, but they're not my species. We are one chunky cell now. Like, you know, we're like bacteria, but we're... you know... special. I guess, I don't know. You guys can't see, but I'm doing the... you know the Italian, like... hand motion. Okay, what did you guys want? You want a pink... hang on, let me just check. How are things going? Carbon dioxide still going down, oxygen still going up. Good. Temperature has goddamn plummeted to -2. What has occurred on this planet? Oh, it's an ice age. Okay, alright, we've entered an ice age. Bad news for us. Let's look at our tolerance. Not great. I'm gonna increase the flexibility a bit. And then we're just gonna drop that a bit to more flexibility. Basically, flexibility, very useful. Because then we can live in a greater range. Okay, and what do you guys want the membrane color to be? Pink. Guys, I don't know how to make pink. Is that pink? Help me. Help me. Save me. Can I afford anything? Not really. We can, like... look. We will probably be fine. I know that's like famous last words, but I kind of want another thylakoid. If I don't, you know, if I don't somewhat make it work, then we can't afford one. Ah, we can just do that anyway. There you go. Is that pink? I don't know. No one said anything, so I'm gonna assume that that is good enough for you. Okay, we still need to eat one of these as well, so let's get on that. Don't think you can outrun me, lad, because you do not possess what you need to possess. I think that gets us the handy-dandy mitochondria as well, which will be super useful. All of our food getting needs, and it is nighttime. Since you can't make it pink, you should perchance go for neon orange. Is that not pink? I feel like I did a kind of good job making it pink. Okay. I'll switch it to neon orange when we get back to the editor. How about that? You see me rolling, hating. Kind of looks orange already. Please let the temperature go up and let the light come. Oh, I wonder if there's like an ice sheet above us, which means that we can't photosynthesize as much as we were able to before. I'm just gonna eat all this stuff since it's right here. Oh my god. We are so low on everything right now. Ooh. Almost ran out of glucose there. Like, it was close. Okay, Max. Hey, Max. What's your opinion on the color yellow? Oh, I'm dying because I'm touching a ice cube because I wasn't looking. Damn you, Bean! I think our cell just froze to death. So I don't like yellow very much. I think it's either too bright or too barfy. I don't know, I don't mind yellow. There's nothing wrong with yellow. I feel like yellow is a good normal color that people often like. If you're wondering what happened, 100% our cell just froze to death because we touched an ice cube. And when you touch an ice cube and you're very small, you die. And when you freeze to death, everything inside the cell stops going, which is a problem. If you are said cell. Did you just eat an ice cube? Is that what I just witnessed? Oh my god, we can't eat it. Damn it. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Yeah, freezing to death is not a good survival strategy. I don't really know what our survival strategy is, per se, but... Da, 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 da. How are we doing? Do you think you feel hypoxia? Or do you just go to sleep? In what? Oh, sorry. We spent so long just doing nothing that we actually managed to get everything we needed. Yeah, I think you probably would feel hypoxia. I mean, like, it depends. If you're asleep already, you probably wouldn't wake up, I would guess. But if you're awake, it's not like you're just going to go to sleep. You know, you'd start feeling dizzy, nauseous, lightheaded, all that sort of jazz. What did you guys want? You guys wanted it to be orange. That's what I got, alright? Oh yeah. That reminds me. We have the old endosymbiosis. Now we have a mitochondria. Now life is about to get so much better. Holy Jesus. What else can I turn into a thing? Okay, well that's fine. Honestly, mitochondria, Big upgrade, boys. Huge upgrade. We can now, like, mass produce glucose and ATP. Well, not glucose. We can mass produce ATP, which is very, very useful. So now we can actually do things. We can roam around. We can eat stuff. We can sell things. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Yes, it is Bean, and we have one now, which means that we are a powerhouse once more. Damn it. Why is my cell so small? What did they give me? A baby cell for baby people? I mean, I'm still currently eating whatever it was I ate before, I forget, but... Come here. No, stop running. Why are you running from me? Let me consume your soul! Damn it, I have a flagellum and it's not useful for anything. Come on! Gaining. Gaining. Damn it! How does he keep escaping? Oh, wait, I can shift to sprint. Sprint cell! Ha 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 ha! Oh. Damn it! How did he have hydrogen sulfide in him? Where is everyone getting this hydrogen sulfide, and when are they gonna, like, stop eating it? Because it's really bloody annoying. I want to make a wizard in D&D who's just super jacked, just while he uses a barbell for magic stuff. That's a very Bean thing to do. Damn it. Why is the oxygen content going down? Is everyone using thylakoids or mitochondria now? How dare they? I can't even afford to do anything. Like, how much does a nucleus cost? 10. I can't afford it. Okay, well, I'm supposed to be able to afford it. Don't know if we can afford this. But we're gonna give it a go. Could be where our cell dies here. Do we have... Okay, it's nighttime. It's not panic. We now have a nucleus. We are now a big boy cell. Doing big boy thing. What do you mean I can't? I should be able to eat that. That is so small. Come on. I'm just gonna hang tight. Damn it! Just gonna hang tight. Do nothing. Exist. Wait for the sun to come back. Also, how is there ice and it's 24 degrees? Aye, cool, bullcrap. Okay. Do we have enough thylakoids to make glucose? Yes, we do. We can make... I'm seeing some problems with our ATP production. In the sense that there is none. I think we're a non-moving plant now. We can kind of like wibble wobble a bit, but this is all we got, Captain. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not going anywhere fast. I'll put it that way. Maybe I can eat you? Yeah, okay, all right. If we can just eat some stuff. There we go. There we go. Look at us. You said carnivorous plants don't exist. What does that make Venus flytrap? Sorry, my bad. Carnivorous plants that move don't exist. Thank God. Otherwise, I feel like the world would be a much darker place. Plants, as a general rule, don't need to move because they don't have to find their own food. This is just a really, really bad plant that is so metabolically inefficient that it has to just kind of wobble around looking for stuff. Okay, well, we survived. That's a good start. We can now actually throw in some, like, proper stuff. So first off, another mitochondria, 100%. Second off, I want I would like a chloroplast. Okay, remember, it's Felix Politis. That one. Oh my god. Why? Why? Where is everyone getting this from? What does that make the plant from Little Shop of Horrors? I don't know that one. Is this like a TV show, I'm gonna assume, or something? Well, at least we've got enough ATP to move, which you would imagine would be like a given, but it's very much not. We're moving at a rate too slow to register on any device right now. But you don't have a flagellum, so I must be able to catch you, yes? Oh, easy. Problem is, I'm worried that you guys are going to get absolutely obliterated, because you kind of suck. Well, bad news is, it's dark. Good news is, I think we might have enough stuff to just kind of roam around a bit. Max, what makes a plant? What do you mean, what makes a plant? Like, what is the definition of a plant? If you have a chloroplast, you are a plant. If your cell wall is made of cellulose, it is a plant. Cellulose, then. If you're made of cellulose, you're a plant. If you produce your own food made of cellulose and are a multicellular organism, you are a plant. Oh, well, I guess we got the chloroplast, so I don't really care anyway. I afford another mitochondria, because now we can't afford our own ATP production. Yeah, there we go. You remind me that I have to add another flagellum, because we're not going anywhere fast right now. And as I correctly predicted, you know that species that we were eating? It went extinct. Ow. And these guys keep stabbing me with their goddamn... Oh, and they're gonna do it again! I just want to eat you! Stop resisting! You don't have one. I noticed that. You are very much devoid of defenses, which means that I shall eat you. Oh no, you do have one. It's just really, really small. You're just an empty cell with nothing in it. Okay, so in RimWorld there is a gene that makes a pawn able to feed off sunlight. Would a pawn with that gene be a plant? I mean, like, it depends. It depends. I don't really know specifically what that gene does. But I believe the, like, absolute definition of a plant is that you have chloroplasts and your cell walls, or you have a cell wall and it's made of cellulose. Obviously, like, there isn't really a mutation in the world that would make an animal ever become a plant. Like, even if you did somehow magically mutate to have chloroplasts, which you wouldn't, but let's just say that you did, for fun. If you did suddenly magically mutate to have chloroplasts, you still wouldn't be a plant, because you wouldn't have a cell wall. Which is, like, kind of a defining feature of plants. So, unless... And if you did mutate to have a cell wall, then, yeah, I mean, you would stop... Yeah, you would die. Like, that would be it. Okay, let's fix some of this stuff. The good news is that the oxygen content is going up, and you can tell that, because our mitochondria are now, like, almost useful. So that's good. Let's throw on another flagellum. In fact, maybe let's throw on... Let's fill in that hole, or annoy me. Let's go to our tolerances and just, like, up the tolerance a bit more for temperature, because we might as well. I mean, we're not doing anything else, are we? Why does my phone keep turning off? Probably not is what I'm hearing. I mean, like, yeah, unless you... I don't think a single mutation... It's not enough. It's not enough to be just able to feed off sunlight. You know? Because there's some bacteria that can feed off hydrogen sulfide, for example, from hydrothermal vents, but they aren't plants. Even though they produce their own food. Plants are very, very specific, you know? They have to have cellulose, and they have to make food from sunlight, and they have to be green. That's not true. But you get the drift, right? Like, there are very, very specific requirements to be a plant, and simply being able to produce your own food does not make you one. It does make you an autotroph, though. And there are no animals that are autotrophs, because... like, complex animals, anyway. Because why would there be? You know? Like, the Stegosaurus doesn't need to make its own glucose from sunlight when it can just eat a plant that does it for you. Oh, this cell is very, very unwieldy. Mostly because it's full of useless proteins that kept us alive when we were a bacteria, but now that we are a multicellular organism, it is not helping us at all. And where are they getting all this hydrogen sulfide from? It is so annoying. Don't touch the ice crystal. Which still exists despite the fact that it's 20 degrees out, apparently. I think we are the only multicellular organisms right now, which is quite useful. And by quite useful, I mean extraordinarily useful. Okay, a couple more things I need to do for our handy-dandy cell here. First off, we're going to add a lysosome. These are the old digesting bits. Second off, we're going to add a vacuole, which is where everything gets stored. You can make these like specifically good at digesting types of enzymes, or types of cell walls. A pawn with asexual fission and the sun-feeding gene would probably be self-sufficient, yeah? You wouldn't have to worry about food needs. It's not necessarily food needs which are like the great concern. Food is quite easy to get, you know? Like, it's not... In RimWorld, unless everything is going really, really wrong, which I acknowledge quite often in my colonies, things do go really, really wrong. But like, it's never usually food which is the thing which is holding us back. It's almost always, especially when it comes to children, like having enough people to look after them, you know? Like to actually like take care of them and teach them and do all that sort of stuff so that they don't end up just being totally useless when they grow up, you know? That's the problem with the asexual fission one that we've got in the colony right now. Is like, it's producing so many babies, I can't keep up. Also, like, the asexual fission means that the mum doesn't actually produce milk for them, and they still need milk, which means that we had to make baby food, which I was not really expecting, so I didn't have that prepared, which did kind of, ooh, I don't like the fact that there are toxins coming around now. Let's eat some of these toxin ones so that they can't kill us later. Toxins are the big danger for us, for sure. So as you can tell, like, eating the things with toxins in are quite difficult. And we're quite a big target, so you'd have to be kind of terrible. Wow. The oxygen content really starting to drop now. Alright, maybe we need to like produce some more oxygen for the boys. Since apparently we're using up all of the oxygen in this little world right now. Which is kind of annoying, but whatever. You gotta have special things to break down chitin and cellulose. Oh, for God's sake. Why is there so much? Where are they even getting this? I haven't seen hydrogen sulfide forever. Like, I don't understand where these people are getting their hydrogen sulfide from. Have you guys seen it? Because I haven't seen it. Aye, cool, bull crap, sir. Yeah, we do need to get rid of these toxin boys quite quickly, but at the same time, it's very difficult to get rid of them, because when we eat them, well, all the toxins which are in them go into us. See? I don't think it will kill us, but it is very annoying. But we have to do it, otherwise, you know, these guys will spread, and that will be even worse for us. So we're just going to go around eating the toxin boys to prevent them from spreading. And we're just about big enough that we can kind of absorb the damage it causes. There's another one. Let's go eat him. Ow. Did you see that? Like, halved our health. A single hit from one of their toxins. Holy Jesus. Okay, well, what are we gonna do? Why is the nitrogen content, like, absolutely disappearing? Everything else is really increasing. I actually think that we need to get some, like, rust days or something. Yeah, there you go, rusticin. Just something, like, we just need some other way of producing ATP. Oh my god, where did all this hydrogen sulfide come from? Because, like, the oxygen content is getting so low now, it's like 18%, that, like, if I don't have another way of making ATP, we will probably starve to death. Ow. Don't know if I can eat both of them at the same time. I couldn't eat both of them at the same time. Like, we've got plenty of glucose, we're just not making enough ATP to power all of our stuff, which is the biggest problem of everything. And that's besides the fact that these toxin guys are really, really messing with us quite a lot. Ow. And eating them is a problem that we have to do, otherwise they will mass produce. I think we survived this. Just... please. Please, baby. Please, baby. Just stay alive. Even if it's on 1 health, it's fine. 10% health and we live. No, don't push me into that! Okay, we're gonna get hydrogen sulfide. You wanna know what I wonder? How the hell did we figure out how to eat pufferfish? Don't know, actually. That is a good question. I mean, like, I feel like humans traditionally do a lot of stuff. Like, the way that we find out whether stuff is edible is by eating it and seeing if we die. Holy Jesus, there's too many of them. So, like, I feel like it's not totally, like, out of the ballpark to think that someone just, like, started eating random bits of this pufferfish and at some point they figured out that they didn't die if they ate this one bit. But, you know, could be true, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna get 1 hydrogen sulfide, like, protein, just so it stops killing us. Nice. Their population is going down. Excellent. Because I only need 1, and then it won't kill us anymore. we're gonna get another mitochondria. And then the moment that the oxygen picks back up again, which it will at some point, we'll be in a good position to immediately turn around and start, you know, profiting. And I can also ignore hydrogen sulfide clouds now. They won't harm us in any way, which is very useful. And it will help out a bunch with, you know, eating those very annoying ones. Can I get you? Like, you can't escape, but can I eat you? Yes, you can. Yes, I can. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll survive. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Wish there's a way to be, like, immune to toxins or something. Holy Jesus, this man has a lot of toxins in him. Holy Jesus! Man was just full of toxin. I mean, unfortunately, the selective pressure right now is probably selecting 4 things with toxins, because it's the one thing that my cell can't eat. So, it's probably not helping us that much. I love how you can just kind of, like, you see every organelle which is, like, growing, dividing. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, this is becoming a problem. Now that the toxin boys are here, it's becoming a problem. I don't really know how to deal with this problem. Just eat one, because I think they've got toxin in them. I think I can survive this. As long as they don't throw toxins at me. Right? We'll be okay, right? Right? Oh my god. See, the problem is we didn't stamp this up fast enough, and now, like, everything is getting toxins. Which is really bad for us. That's so bad. It's fine though. We'll make it work somehow. Yeah, let's fix more nitrogen. Let's also grab another lysosome and have it be chitinase. Just in case they start developing chitin or anything. Because that'll stop them from just existing and murdering us. See, I'm playing the long game. I'm playing survival right now, and it's working. So we can eat the green ones. If we eat the green ones, it gets us down to 17 health. So I can eat this one now, and I will survive. If I can catch it. I can eat one of them anyway. But only one. If I eat more than one, we die. Oh. Ow. Ow. We have to. We, like, actually have to. Like, this is the only way to get their populations down. It's just to eat them. I know it's really annoying. Please. Please. That guy had too many toxins. Ah, he died anyway, though. These guys, like, we are selecting for our own demise. That's the thing which is annoying me. Like, we're making it worse. We just need to eat the toxin boys. We just have to, whereas I can only do it if they haven't, like, that guy's got 2 toxols or whatever. I love how this guy just has a rock in him. He's just going around with, he's just eating a rock. He's like, oh, I can eat rocks as well. Okay, alright. There we go. Right, rock acquired. I don't know why we're eating rocks, but we are doing this now. We're big enough and ugly enough to eat rocks. Let's not do that, actually. Yeah, hopefully this guy doesn't have, like, crazy amounts of toxin in him. Bye, zombie. Please. Please. Any time now would be great. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, good. Good. All of the toxin ones have gone extinct. Excellent. And the concentration of oxygen has like skyrocketed. Which is lovely for us because now we finally have a bunch of ATP. What do I need for... Okay, so we need to survive one more thing. Honestly, let's just throw in like another one of these and another one of these. I think I might have ADHD. I think he might have ADHD as well, to be fair. Don't. So low on health. Okay. We've got to go consume some more of these green boys, because I see that they have re-migrated back into this tide pool of mine. Despite the fact that I did in fact manage to extinct them earlier. But nope, they're still here. Eat what we can and then we'll spit them out just before we die. Okay, good. Looks like we actually managed to eat that guy. And you see, because I'm their predator, because I keep eating them, they keep running away. So that's some... Can I eat this? No, it's too big. So that's somewhat useful. Honestly, we should fix more ammonia. Like, we've got plenty of ATP, we might as well. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Da, 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 da. Well, I mean, Bean, it's not exactly... I hate to tell you this, but it ain't rocket science, my dude. Or my dudette, I guess. Da, 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 da. I would describe our cell as unwieldy. Speed, we don't have any. Turning ability, none. Hope, very little. But we are managing to thrive, as the case may be. Being your many things, but neurotypical ain't one of them. Damn it. How do they keep getting back in? Like, I keep stamping them out and they keep coming back. Okay, it's time. Give me the binding agent. I have thrived. Yes, I would like to do some dumb stuff, please, and thank you. It'll go away eventually, I think. Yeah, there you go. Alright, boys. Birds of a feather. Stick together, yes? We've lost all ability to turn. Alright. Yeah, multicellular, baby! It's time! Yeah, I know. It's fine. It's fine. We're looking forward to it. It's time to design our own little multicellular organism. We have survived somewhat. And the time has come. I mean, like, is it going to be a complex multicellular organism? No. Not at all. I don't think you can do that yet and thrive, but, you know, we'll make it work. For now, let's just, like, I don't know. Let's modify our stem cell a bit. Do we have any, like, cilia? Yeah, okay. Let's put some on the outside so that we can actually turn again. And this is our multicellular organism right now. Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't tell me what you think you know, game. I know best. Trust me. Trust in me, and you'll see a world of imagination. Okay, so cilia obviously make it easier to turn, which it's very easy to turn this way, but somewhat difficult to turn this way. I'm not sure why. Max, RuneScape fishing stream when? RuneScape is a game I've never played before, and a game I have very little incentive to play. Gotta go eat some phosphate. Gotta become a big cell, a big boy. Do all the things that multicellular organisms do. I mean, right now we're still very much a single cellular organism, but soon. TM. You'll see. You will see. There we go. We can kind of like swing it around a bit. I mean, like, it ain't great. I'm gonna be honest with you. It ain't great. It's quite slow. And by quite slow, I mean it's like horrendously, abysmally slow. But, you know, on the bright side, I suppose, at least we're fixing more ammonia. There we go. Look at this. I just kind of want to speed run to the macroscopic stage because I've never actually seen it so far. Like I've never got far enough in Thrive to see what the macroscopic stage actually looks like. I know it's not done. Like obviously the multicellular stage is basically the same thing as the single cellular. Like nothing has changed specifically, apart from the fact that like our boy is significantly bigger now, and we're kind of just running around bullying all the all the bacteria that we're just eating. Nom 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 nom. But like nothing has like actually changed for us so far. But perhaps it will. Perhaps it will. See, I knew we'd be fine. We're producing so much glucose, we're actually like leaking it out. Okay, here's what we'll do. Go to the editor again. We'll duplicate the stem cell, we'll call it inside. Yeah, perfect. We'll modify the type. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of, like, I don't know. I think we'll keep everything, but the inside ones will just have, like, another mitochondria. Another couple mitochondria, and then, like, some more flagellums. So that we're a bit speedier. I can't do that one either. I have to have at least... I have to be able to actually put one of them down. Hello, Job. How are things? Welcome to Thrive. I'm doing thriving. We are thriving. Life is good. For this little old... cell, life is very good. What day is it? What do you mean, what day is it? What does that mean? What day is it? Max, you strike me as the type of guy to look like default male number 2 in an RPG from the early 2010s. That is literally the meanest thing I think you've ever said to me. in my entire life. Like, what? What? I look like a default character option? Is that what you're telling me? Let's eat this. Oh, it's, oh yeah, that's right, it's Valentine's Day. I should wish my girlfriend happy Valentine's Day. It's actually not Valentine's Day for me yet, so... So Bean, this is why I'll never do a face reveal, because, like, if I ever do, you'll just be so disappointed. You'll just be like, wow, Max looks so great. I always pictured him being ugly. Well, actually, I'm like, you know, solid, I think, solid 6. Maybe a 5 on a bad day. Yeah, 6 or 5, I think. Maybe like a 4. Well, yeah, I got the accent. I think 5. Yeah, 5. Average. Average is good. Average is what we aim for. Love how I'm just kind of going around eating everything. Short blonde hair, kind of rounded face, not ugly, but you know what, Bean? I actually don't currently have short blonde hair, so lol. Got quite long hair. I need to go get it cut. It's down to my nose at this point. You know, I was hoping that these like inside cells would make us speedier. They definitely have not. No, your hair is down to your nose. How tragic. Well, like it's not kind of like it's only down to my nose if I stop pushing it to the side. You know. I think it's definitely time for a haircut. It's like it's reached the length where it's annoying me. I don't like getting my hair cut. You can blame the tism for that one. But like, there is a length that it reaches where it starts, like, I can feel it on the back of my neck. It's like, nah. I think I'm gonna get a fade this time. That's what I'm thinking. Like a fade all around the sides and short on top. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It doesn't really matter what you guys say because I'm gonna do it anyway, but that's the thought. How many more cells do I need to become macroscopic? Quite a few, hey? Yes, again, modify the uninside one. Yeah, I want it speedier. I want more of these cilia so that we can turn faster, because this is silly. Okay, good. Tomorrow I'm gonna be outside. Max, you can always get a mohawk. No, I think I'm actually good without a mohawk, thanks. Appreciate the offer though, but... I'm a little cell, living in a world, eating everything I see because I am the apex predator, despite the fact that I'm a plant, except I'm not. But I kind of am as well. I don't have a cellulose membrane though, but I do have chloroplasts, and that kind of puts me in a weird space because there is no animal that is a multicellular organism that has chloroplast and that is not, you know, also existing with cellulose, so I don't really know what definition we fall into right now, but it's certainly something. Goodbye, job. Thanks for stopping in. We're like 25. I just want to see what the macroscopic stage looks like. I know we finished the game, and like, you know, I'm sure it's not going to be anything interesting, but I just really want to know, you know? I just want to know. I've never seen it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna exist for a bit. Go around eating cells, trying to get macroscopic. I'm wondering how difficult this, because like there's a bunch of rocks, right, which you can't really push aside super easily. I'm wondering like if we can even make it to macroscopic. I'm making so much blue. We do not need this much. I don't know what it's on about not having enough ATP. We have way too much glucose production. We have so much glucose production, we're actually, like... There is a trail of sugar just behind us, blowing into the wind. Or, well, the currents, anyway. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is, like, the worst survival strategy I've ever seen. Gonna go in here, we're gonna eat all the ammonia and phosphate and everything, and hopefully it'll help us like grow faster. I don't know if we should get wider. Like maybe that is a good idea? Question mark? I think it might be difficult to like actually get through all this stuff though if I go wider. You know? Like, I already can't really turn. Obviously. So I'm not sure getting wider is the solution here to the problem. Max, would you rather beat up one 80-year-old or 10 8-year-olds? What kind of... Oh, like, it's one 80-year-old for the record. Because, like... 10 8-year-olds, there's a good chance that they might, like, overpower you. I mean, 10 of them, right? 10. They could just all doggy power you at the same time, and then that's it. Like, you're done. One 80-year-old, basically all you have to do is push them over, and that is it. Now, I mean, like, should you feel bad for pushing over an old person? Absolutely. But, like, would I do it if I had to? In this scenario? Yes. 100%. 8. Yeah, they're 8. I get that they're 8, but like, you know. You think it's easy till it's not, you know? Like, if you really think about it, 10 8-year-olds versus one 80-year-old. Like, there is only one correct option, and I've already given it to you. Honestly, like, there's so much sulfur, we need some more chemoplasts. I think we're leaving a trail of sulfur now. Sulfur and glucose. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Wow, that is a lot of sulfur. Yep. We need more everything. Okay. Let's go to the inside cell. Let's modify it. Let's give it a chemoplast. Let's give it another nitroplast. And maybe like another flagellum. So speed is key. And then we can throw in another inside cell here. And then I'm going to stop editing the cells so that we can actually get through this quicker. Because every time I edit the cells, I'm wasting all my like mutation points on making the individual cells better when we are a multicellular organism. I'm supposed to be making like the organism better. We're not fast. We're not fast. I'll tell you that. We are very, very slow. Very slow indeed. We're also kind of just leaving a trail of everything right now. funny. You'd think that we'd be making more ammonia than phosphate, but... I should be able to eat you because you can't move. We kind of consumed all the big cell species, so like all that's left are these tiny little bacteria, which is like fine. It's just it's kind of hard to grow when all you got to eat is these little. Anyway, it's always going to be a slow start because obviously we don't have enough ammonia fixing stuff or much fixing stuff to make all the ammonia that we need. But obviously with every cell that we add to our little collection here, you'll find that we create more ammonia. And the more ammonia we make, the faster we grow, the more ammonia we make. It's just always going to be a slow get going, you know. I just really want to be macroscopic. I really want to see what that's like. It's just going to take us a little while, I think. At least it's kind of working, you know? Like, the cell design is kind of working. I wonder if we're impacting the amount of glucose that there is in the environment, as we are just leaving a trail everywhere. Everywhere we go, there's just constant glucose. Also, basically, like, what we've made here is a sea sponge, kind of. We're just missing the... Well, no, we've got the cilia, like... But a real sea sponge would be, like, you know, they would have cilia, like, beating to, like, draw the water in. And they wouldn't be moving, and they also wouldn't have chloroplasts. But at the same time, if I didn't have chloroplasts right now, I would be so dead. There's just not enough food to, like, support an organism of this size in this ecosystem right now. Because we've eaten everything else, obviously, but... Max, what do you ever think about lizards? They're so silly, they do push-ups. You know, I actually was thinking about lizards not too long ago, but I was thinking about them because I was thinking about dinosaurs. I think dinosaurs are so... They're very interesting things. The most interesting thing about dinosaurs is the fact that, like, they still exist. Like, birds are dinosaurs, by definition. Because birds are theropods. So, like, T-Rex, theropod. Pigeon, also theropod. Weird. Weird. Don't you think that's weird? I think that's weird. I have had a lot of trouble wrapping my brain around that. Like, I guess. I don't know, I always pictured dinosaurs more like crocodiles, and probably non-avian dinosaurs were more like crocodiles or lizards than they were birds, but still. It's weird. It's just a weird thing to think about, you know? What is a theropod? A theropod is like a... what is it? Is it a family or a clade? I don't remember. I don't know. It's not a family. It's above that. I think it's a clade. It's a classification we use for, like, dinosaurs and birds and that sort of stuff. Because, like, it's like Animalia and then chordate because they've got backbones, right? And then below that it's Reptilia, and then Archosaura, and then Dinosaura, and then you finally get to theropods. That's the way it goes for them. For us, it's Animalia, Chordate again, Mammalia, and then I forget all the other ones. I love how I know the dinosaur ones, but not not humans. Okay, let's just add more of these. Also want to add some more severe to it, just to make it easy. But honestly, like, so interesting. So interesting. It's just, it is also just weird to think about, you know? Anyway, I was listening to a podcast today on my way home from school, and apparently, and this did kind of like blow my mind a bit, apparently some dinosaurs, some non-avian dinosaurs, we're not talking about birds here, we're talking about non-avian dinosaurs, some non-avian dinosaurs survived hundreds or even thousands of years after the asteroid hit. Like, I don't know why, but that is difficult for me to like I guess it makes sense. Well, it kind of makes sense, and they also kind of don't really know at this point. They're kind of just like guessing. Like, I guess it makes sense that like some of the dinosaurs would not have died immediately, and like extinction would have taken a little bit. But it's still like a weird thing to think about. Because if you say, oh well, the Cretaceous ended as soon as the asteroid hit, then that means that some dinosaurs survived into the, what was it, the Devonian? The very, very early Devonian. There might have been like one Triceratops running around. The other thing about how absurd it is that you expect to do much more the moment you turn 18. Well, like, it is absurd, but there has to be an age where you go from child to adult, you know? Like, and if it wasn't 18, it would be 21 or 20. I think the Romans had it as 18, is when you, like, I think that's where it came from. I don't think we quite do it this mutation, but I think next time we get to be macroscopic, I hope. I just want to know. I think it's like a really early prototype, so I think it's gonna look gross. I don't even know if it's even a thing. I just want to know what it looks like, you know? I want to see if we can take our species to the next level. So basically, the gameplay has been the same for the last like 7,000 years. We're just kind of running around, eating everything in sight. And that's about it. But I guess it doesn't have to be more than that. At least we got rid of those, like, we could have had a lot of problems if the toxin ones were still around. Like, can you imagine if we were being shot at with toxin right now? We'd be dying so much. So yeah, definitely extincting them was a good choice. Good choice indeed. Okay, we're at 4 out of 20. So about 25% of the way there now. Running around trying to fix more ammonia and phosphate. Come on. Grow, baby, grow! Please! Please. I just want to see what it looks like. I just want to know. Okay, there you go. Now we're actually at 25%. 5 out of 20. Never actually watched curling. Never done it. Probably should, because, you know, I'm Canadian and everything, but... Please grow. Why is this taking so long? Like, are we not fixing enough ammonia? I can fix more if you like. Oh, I love how there's 32% oxygen in the environment right now. You know why? It's because we've killed literally everything else. All that's left Our little bacteria running around, waiting for death. We just kind of go around gobbling everything. And that's our... Well, that's our everything. Okay, we're at 6 out of 20 now. Definitely becoming difficult to, like, manage. Difficult to turn. In these, like, posts, I suppose. I don't really know what you call them, but... Yeah, we're definitely having some difficulties, for sure. But I guess we kind of don't have to turn anymore, like... Hi, Gord. How you doing? Eat everything. I just want to know. Like, I just want to know. It's taken so long, but I just need to know what it's like. I just want to feel success and become macroscopic and be a big boy. Is that so much to ask? Okay, we're producing too much glucose. Or we're not using it up enough. Maybe we should add more flagellum so we're a bit faster. Don't really know if we need to be faster. I mean, I don't really know if eating all these bacteria are actually doing anything for us. We're so big, I think it basically makes no difference. I'm gonna keep doing it though. What else am I gonna do? Yeah, we just devoured an entire swarm there. I left you behind? When did I leave you behind? Okay, we're at 8 out of 20. Please. I think I can add like 6 per evolution, so we need to make it to 14 out of 20, which I don't think we will, but... Yesterday, well, I'm sorry. Sorry for leaving you behind. Yesterday. When you stopped arcing. Yeah, well, me and David finished Ark, and Ark Survival Ascended doesn't actually run on my computer right now. So it's like... It's not really that much I can do that we haven't already done, and we kind of fired up Scorched Earth to have a look at it, and then we decided that we were not going to play Scorched Earth, so thus died Ark on the channel. I know that's harsh, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Tell your PC to get better. You know, like, if I get $1 million, I will buy an RTX 5070 and be done with it. But since I started building computers, I've only ever used the 60 series, you know? I started with a 1060 and I got 2060. Now I've got a 4060 Ti, and honestly, like, I probably should have just sprung for the 70 series. But for whatever reason, I never do. I keep saying I will, but I never do. And I probably never will. Okay, we're making too much of we're making too much of everything. We just have too much stuff. But we're so close now. I think we got to do one more go, and then we will be macroscopic. This is already a bit unwieldy as it is, so looking forward to that being done. This is Thrive. It's basically like Spore. It's a lot like Spore, but it's how Spore was like supposed to be. So A lot more science involved, a lot less cartoon. But yeah, you can think of it like a Spore knockoff, I guess. I don't really know if it counts as a Spore knockoff, as Spore came out like, I don't know, 12 years ago? No. Would have been longer than that. Would have been way longer than that. I don't even know. How many years ago, Gord? Please, please, please. I just want to grow. I think we've got to do one more. I think we might be one cell short, unfortunately. Which is gonna suck, but it is what it is. Okay, let's just see how many we can like slam on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna have to do one more go around. You can always go around. You can always go around. If it don't look right coming down, don't wait until you're sideways, maybe sliding upside down. Is Spore really 18 years old? No way. There's no way. No. No, it's not. I don't believe you. It's not. Someone fact check that for me, please. Oh my god, this is gonna take so long. I can see that. This is gonna take forever. 2008, oh my god, no. No! This is the last run. You just have to get through one more run, and then you can be macroscopic. Older than both of us? What do you mean? I was born in 2003. What? Don't lump me in with you. I'm older than Spore. I'm an old boy. Yep, 1 foot in the grave. At least I'm not like you whippersnappers. I'll be dead before, you know, global warming becomes bad. Especially as I saw that America no longer believes in global warming per se. So God help us all. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not saying we're screwed, but like, you know. I'd just like to point out that the last time Earth had no ice, like the whales had teeth. Not like sperm whales have teeth. Like the last time there was no ice on the planet, Basilosaurus was a thing, which is that massive whale that went around eating everything. I'm just saying that, like, you know, should we melt all the ice, this is what we gotta look forward to, okay? Basilosaurus, like, the crocodiles were like 20 feet long. Like, we're gonna die. Life is not gonna be good. So, I'm not sure that was the move, America, but you do you, boo, I suppose. I mean, the polar bears are screwed. Ugh. If you're a polar bear right now, life is really bad. You know, if you rely on ice to hunt, it's not looking great for you. But maybe the Klondike bears will survive? They're like polar bear, grizzly bear hybrids, because they can breed. And they do make viable offspring, so perhaps polar bears in some form will survive, but yeah, certainly not looking great for polar bears right now. The good news is, as we get bigger, it should become faster to get the next cell. You know, like it's always the hardest when you've only got 1 or 2, but once you get 4, it starts becoming exponential. Because we can make our own ammonia. So as long as I'm picking up phosphate, As long as I'm picking up phosphate, we will grow. There's an abundance of phosphate here. Let's go eat it all. Yep, it's taking forever. It is what it is, though. Just roaming around, eating everything I can catch, and trying to grow. Honestly, we could do with more mitochondria. Because we've got way too much glucose and not enough stuff to do with it. There's also way too much oxygen in the atmosphere right now. It's like 36%. It's not good. Oh, there's one of my colonies. All the way grown, I might add. Holy Jesus. That's what we're gonna look like by the time we're done. And I can't help but notice that that's not moving. Okay, come on. Turn. Turn. Please. Holy. This thing is not good. Life is not good. Controls don't have many. My uncle got me No Man's Sky today. Oh, I played No Man's Sky. I played No Man's Sky right when it came out, though, so I haven't played it since. Wait until you're sideways, maybe sliding upside. What do you mean, God, you've watched me for like... It must be hundreds of hours. Like, of ARC streams? There's no way you're asking me this question now. Surely you're not asking me this question now. Like, isn't this a question you should have asked ages ago? Gotta eat more phosphate. Gotta keep. I am a Canadian citizen, but yes, I was born in the UK. Which makes me the best of both worlds. Oh my god, please. This is taking forever. Oh my god. It's not even going to be worth it either. We're going to get to the macroscopic space. I know it's not done. Like, it's going to be terrible. This is all for nothing. But I'm just so determined now. I said I was going to do it, and so I will. Okay. Promise, with every cell we get, it does become a little. You forgot I existed. Wow, that is so mean. Max Misty 122, we'll remember that. Can I eat this sulfur? Oh, yeah. Holy Jesus. God, I have never been more disappointed in you than I am right now. Please. Please, this takes so long to grow. Like... We're gonna be here forever. We're never leaving. And we gotta do this one more time before we can actually make it to the macroscopic stage. And I don't know... I don't know how we're gonna do this. Like... It's already a bit cumbersome. And we're at half the size we need to be. Maybe we just have to call it. Maybe we just have to say we can't. Not yet, anyway. Oh my god. Well, I think I can push that. Why are you saying water like that? I say the T is water. I don't say water. Water. Because I am posh. It's the posh travelling life. The travelling life for me. First cabin and captain's table, regal company. Wherever abroad, I travel abroad, but ever so properly. Port out, starboard out, posh with a capital P-O-S-H, posh. I don't think I can fit, actually. Oh, I can. If I swing it through here. Hello? Yeah? It's just streaming? What's going on? Yeah, I'll go skiing tomorrow, Dad. I'll be up at like 9. Up at 9. Okay. Bye. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're gonna have to call it. Oh, alright. Let's give up. It's just becoming too hard to, like, navigate. Alright, GG's, boys. That was fun. I actually enjoyed it. You know, it's nice to use my biology degree every now and then. Alright. Bye for now, though. Bye-bye.